Dear ladies and gentlemen, partners and friends, I was just speaking to the colleague on my side that to take the stage after Bill Gates, it seems that the most reasonable thing I can do is try not to trip over by entering the stage. So hopefully the beginning of the speech is going well already, and I'm going to try to pick this up from this moment on. And as introduced, I am a Minister of Economy and Innovation from Lithuania, and I have the pleasure to represent a country which has repeatedly shown that it can do more than just survive those uncertain times that we have been continuing to talk about during this conference yesterday and today. And this country can grow through it. And today we face the world where all the old rules of our economic engagement are shifting. In this context, I'm very happy to say that Lithuania is offering something which is quite rare. It is offering speed, it is offering reliability, and offering strategic clarity. And over the last 3 decades, I'm very happy to say that Lithuania has emerged as a country defined not by crisis, but how it responds to those crises. And after reclaiming our independence, as you all know, in the 1990s, we have rebuilt our economic model. And we did that not through protectionism, but we did that through openness, reform, and innovation. And each disruption since then, whether that was financial, geopolitical, or health-related, it has become a catalyst for transformation. Therefore, I'm very happy to use the stage today to really work on our guiding principle. And I think it is very applicable to all of us around the world, and especially in Europe. So when the world is shaking, we have to adapt and we have to innovate. And I want to prove this point by sharing 3 little moments when Lithuania turned a global shock into a long-term strength. And hopefully that will be an exciting insight for us during the panel discussion. So first of all, you all know this very well. In 2008, when financial crisis hit, it hit our global markets hard. In many countries, banks retrenched, innovation has stalled. But in Lithuania, we took a different path. We used this moment and we chose to build. We created a regulatory sandbox for fintech innovations, we simplified licensing procedures, and invested in digital infrastructure. Because of that strategic foresight, it turned us into one of the EU top destinations for fintech licensing. Today, over 250 fintech companies are located in Lithuania and call Lithuania home, and also that includes Revolut's European headquarters. And I think our success in this space demonstrates the ability to act fast, collaborate with private sector, and of course position ourselves ahead of that curve, very actual to today's. Secondly, COVID pandemic has tested our nation's resilience, and Lithuania's life sciences sector has passed with distinction. Thanks to the 2 decades of steady investment, when the pandemic hit, our biotech sector has grew almost 90% in 1 year. And now this helps us as a country to see this as a next potential to have a bold vision of 5% of GDP from life sciences by 2030. And thirdly, Russia's war in Ukraine has reshaped our continent, and Lithuania responded not with fear, but with resolve. We have decided to increase our spending to defense between 5% and 6% of GDP. We have launched our national initiative with multi-million national defense industry acceleration plan. And we are building domestic capabilities in drone technology, dual-use technology, secure communications, AI-driven defense solutions. But not only that. More importantly, it allowed us to collaborate with such defense industry giants as Rheinmetall to build artillery shell factory in Lithuania. And this is something which is happening in the region, in our region. In the next 2 to 3 years, we will see, to my understanding, a new European defense industry ecosystem taking shape. And of course, all those 3 years have shown us that if you boil it down, those 30 years of our experience, you will see that when the world shakes, you don't have to panic, and you have to innovate. It is now for Europe, to my understanding, to take action about this new reality of global instability. And you all know it, and we discussed it yesterday and today. From US and China tech rivalry, to Russia's war in Ukraine, to Middle East tensions, to US tariffs. All of those are the new reality. And in this reality, we in Lithuania are doing the same as before. Next week, the Parliament will be voting on a bill which we put forward, which cut red tape and reduces procedures 10 times, not 10%. This is something which we believe is critical. If you want to build something, you have to be able to build it not in 3 years from today, but in 3 months from today. That is something which is critical for Lithuania. That is something which is critical for Germany and Europe. So we are doing so, and we believe that the world in this instability needs a reliable partner with fast and simple procedures. That is something we see that in the future, we all have to focus on our high value-added production, manufacturing, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, and you have to do it focusing your response accordingly. Therefore, when you think about Europe, once had unmatched industrial capacity, and we still have that muscle memory that still is within us. Therefore, we need to now move our strategic focus and determination and move from global instability into European strategic autonomy. Thank you. I look forward to a discussion on what exactly is the solution in the discussion following. Thank you.